We are back, and we're gonna be starting our first. We're gonna be starting a little bit of a mini series, and finally gonna start with the player reviews. Player reviews was something that you guys really enjoyed last year on FIFA 19, and it did really well on the channel. I wanted to bring back, so our first player review of the new year, it's going to be on this headliner's Orsić, who I just completed this objective, and the objectives are not too bad. Now, straight up, for the first thing to notice with the card is he's Croatian, and he's not in a very obscure league. But we'll take a look at his stats in a minute. But already on the face card stats, you know, he's got the pace, yeah, and he's got really good shooting, and he does have pretty decent dribbling. So already this looks like a pretty good card. Now, with the objectives, the squad battles one, it's pretty easy. You could just switch the sets until you find one of the low rating, low chem teams, and try to set up like silver players of one league. And it says in your starting squad, I mean, I'm not sure if you could use sub on gold, but you could use attribute cards to make it easier. And also you could do the fake shot glitch, so you don't have to play 2 full games of squad battles. Now, fleet-footed finisher, this one is not too hard. This one you should do easily as you go, scoring 8 goals in rivals using midfielders with a minimum 4-star weak foot rating. And there's a bunch of good 4-star weak foot players. And one of them, if you have made it to this level 20, yet you could get this Felipe Anderson and use him. He's a 4-star weak-footed player, and there are just a whole bunch of great 4-star weak-footed cards in the game, so that shouldn't be too hard. And then assist 4 goals using crosses and rivals. This one's a little bit tricky. This one took me the longest, but for this one, if you could get like fast, pacey wingers with lots of pace and good dribbling, and be like at least some 80+ crossing, just run down the wing and try to have either like big tall players like with at least semi-decent jumping, or you could just do low crosses and get them in. Like the low crosses are probably a bit easier because the double tap square crosses, because like headers are a lot harder to score. So yeah, just run down the line and just cross it in. And then clinical Croatian, score using Croatian players in 5 separate levels wins. This shouldn't be, it's fairly simple. But, yeah, the bonus with this one, though, is that if you are in Division 4 or above, you could do this along with this one, and you get yourselves a free 50k pack. I didn't do it because I'm not good enough at this game to be in Division 4. But, you also get some decent packs back as well, and some XP. And so the players I recommend for this one, like the #1 player I recommend is Orsić. Like, he really made this one so much easier. He was very good, although he was like down. I bought him at 8.8k last night, and this morning he was up at 11.5k. So he's just above 10k. But if not, you could use players like Mandzukic, Kramaric, Rebic, even Modric or Rakitic. But if you're gonna like spend the big money on someone like Modric or Rakitic, I'd recommend just using Orsić instead, and especially if you have the storyline Orsić card. But also if you have Footmiss Rebic, you could use him as well to try and get this done. But they're really not that difficult. I started last night, finished it nice and early this morning. But yeah, let's take a look at his in-game. So this is the team that we're going to be using. Ter Stegen, Roberto Carlos, Ambrota Piqué, and Diego Carlos. So we're going to use this Kabaman card and Ndombele as our CDMs. We're going to use this Adama, who I personally have not liked at all. Like, he's been awful for me. But we'll see. We're going to use this Tammy Abraham, who I will dedicate a player review on him. Pretty soon we'll have Crespo and Roberto Carlos here just to get Orsić on full cam. Now, It should be easy enough to get him on at least 7 or 8 chem, because most people do already have icons in their team, so it shouldn't be that hard to get him at least on soft chem, or if you want, you could have him on as a super sub. Now, just to note, high, which is okay. I mean, it's pretty decent for a winger. 4-star weak foot, which is really nice. He is right-footed. But I think we may have to play him on the left because of Adama's 2-star weak foot. No, we'll play him on the we'll play Orsić on the left. Yeah. 4-star weak foot, which is really good. Now 3-star skill moves, which isn't the best, but you could still do the Ronaldo chop. You could still do the lateral hill to heal. You could do the roulette. So it's not that bad, and I personally don't do lots of skill moves. Just like the simple, like 1 to 2, like usually I just use like the 3-star skills and lower. But already this guy's in-game stats are really good now. He had an 82 inform early on in the year, and he's already got 2 informs. So this guy is most likely to get at least a couple more informs, and because he's plays for Dinamo Zagreb, which are one of the best teams in the Croatian league. So getting the 4 domestic league wins shouldn't be that big of a problem. So he should get at least like 1 or 2 upgrades from that, and maybe at least like 1 more inform. So that could be like at least like a +2 upgrade on this card, and at an, well, no, in the first inform upgrade, you could be looking at an 88 rated card relatively soon, which is pretty good. And with this guy's in-games, like as an 80, even as an 86, this card would be insane. His pace is very good. 94 acceleration, 96 sprint speed. So we're not going to touch the pace with the chem style. His shooting, he's got really nice shooting. He's got good shot power and long shots, decent attack positioning and decent finishing. So straight up, I'm thinking a sniper to boost attack positioning and finishing. His passing is a bit mediocre. I mean, his vision is okay. His crossing is good. Free kick accuracy good. Short pass and long pass decent. Curve is pretty good. And then his dribbling, he got that 99 agility and 97 balance, which is very good. He's got 80 reactions, which you could boost up, as well as with the ball control, dribbling, and composure. And then he's got 85 stamina. So this card is already looking pretty good. With the 99 agility and 97 balance, like, he'll feel very good on the ball, especially with the new patch and with the high pace. So, like, this could be, like, pretty similar to Neymar. Now, what I'm going to do is I mean, the sniper maybe isn't the best card to give him. The best chem cell to give him. Because, like, his, maybe, like, more something like a maestro to boost up his passing, but I'm going to give him a sniper just to boost up that finishing, attack positioning, and the rest of his dribbling stats. So, give him sniper. And we're going to play him in a 4-2-2. Let me just organize this real quick. I do play drop back 1 depth, but it's like not it's not really drop back 1 depth in a sense, because like I'm constantly pressing my opponent and constantly like I play high possession, high attacking, so it's just to have a little bit more defensive security. But yeah, this is how we're gonna play. That's how we're gonna line up. I play my wingers on balance, cover center and stay back while attacking, and stay back while attacking on the fullbacks. All right. Let's just make sure we're all good for stamina, for fitness. Yeah, well, I mean, we're pretty good. We'll play 2 rivals games. I'll give you my thoughts as we go. You know, I am in Division 6. But, yeah, I'll give you my thoughts as we go, as we use the card, and then I'll give you, like, a more detailed review after the 2 games. But we've got our first game here. And to take a look. He's got that headline. Oh, he's got Team of the Year Messi. He's got oh my. He's got Team of the Year Messi. He's got Adama in the middle. Mr. Sissoko and Pep. He's got the Orsić. So he's probably trying to do Orsić. He's got that headliner Semedo also. Like this guy just is screaming pay to win to me. Alright, but we'll see. He's going to be a nightmare to defend.
And what we have coming up for you is a foot rivals match on the menu. This ought to be a fantastic watch meet.
Cheers, Derek. Yes, excited about this one. Interesting matchup for me. We should get a good game here, hopefully.
And scope for them to produce something exciting. Splendid defending, and it needed to be.
Play that here to Orsić.
And this is how the hosts will begin the game today.
And this guy's doing like
very familiar with nowadays.
Yeah, most
Lionel Messi.
This is not going to be a good game at all. I mean, all he has to do
just what they were hoping for
is just get it the decent shooting range and just bang it with Messi. Oh dear.
Well, he's gone for pure power, and why not when you've got a rocket in your boot? What a strike.
Alright, so this guy has extremely good pack look, or he's a proper pay to win. Feels pretty good on the ball.
PK with it. PK.
Straight off.
Ndombele. Jean-Philippe Gabama. This looks promising. Keeping the ball moving.
It's a really poor pass. Oh, nice.
Roberto Carlos had the reading of the situation.
It's not what I wanted to do there.
Adama. They don't normally need a second invitation to give it a
I
go on
already
the
feel
counter.
myself getting destroyed here.
And the counter-attack came to nothing. And Orsić with it. Well, that is how to run at defenders.
Well, I'm not going to lie, straight off it doesn't feel too fast. I mean, you think, like, you'd feel... I had the same problem with Adama, like, he just didn't feel very fast at all. His dribbling's pretty good. He's got like tight dribbling. He's good with.
Lionel Messi.
A little weak.
Messi.
Though.
And a fine stop.
Save there. Oh my! What is that?
Well, the pass from Messi, but not quite accurate enough. Adama. Unable to keep the ball that time.
What the problem is with the fake shots lately.
And Orsić with it.
You try to do a fake shot and they just do like... You try to do one of like the special fake shots and they end up just doing half the time a normal, simple fake shot.
Diego Carlos.
Now Roberto Carlos. Orsić in behind here.
Mislav Orsić.
Oh, great touch there.
Maneuvering his way forward.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, I don't know what he just doesn't feel like.
Positive on the counter attack.
He has that 99 agility and 99 balance, but you don't really feel it.
And it did.
Yeah, look along the line. Look along the line.
Gabama. Mislav Orsić.
Feels like at the moment feels very similar to like Perisic.
Gabama. Now Roberto Carlos.
What?
And he was in the
It's
right
not
place
what I aimed at.
intercept. Ndombele. Abraham. Mislav Orsić.
Why is he going there?
A foul, but advantage played. fluency of movement. Oh, maybe the equaliser. Still alive.
Go on, Adama. Nice. All right. So, but yeah, like close control, tight dribbling is really good. Like, you really feel the dribbling, but he just doesn't feel all that quick.
In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. By no means on his own here. Really a very poor ball. Crespo.
Oh, penalty.
Oh,
completely took out Tammy there.
That could well be his final
All right,
warning.
let's see
He's got to tread carefully from here on in.
Well, he has, yeah, but it's quite easy for the referees to throw yellow cards
take
around
it straight down the
willy-nilly.
middle.
Not on this occasion.
And the keeper denies them from the spot.
All right, missed penalty. I mean, yeah, I think I've got to start aiming for the corners.
Played short.
Oh, here we go.
This looks promising. Wonderful chance.
All right, 2-1.
And the ball is
not too bad.
The crowd have gone crazy, and quite
I was
rightly
expecting
so.
myself to get struck by this guy, but he's not all that good.
As they kick off again, 2-1 the current
What
state
is
of
that heavy
affairs.
touch?
Got a
Crespo.
running room now on the wing. Big chance to get them on terms. And the
That's
ball
also
is in the
like
net. Well,
ridiculously
the
heavy
offside
touch.
flag has been raised. No goal.
Well, it was close, but he just went a little bit too early.
Roberto Carlos. Tammy Abraham. And that's an important intervention.
This guy is like stuck in FIFA 19.
In possession, Adama. He has teammates to play it to. Messi. That's effort. Wayward, to say the least, Lee.
Well, it's all about his body shape and
I
what
got
he's
outbid
doing.
to Roberto Carlos.
Diego Carlos. Jean-Philippe
Here's
Gabana.
Orsić. Keep saying Orsić.
Happy to pass the ball, but
There we
remaining
go.
patient.
Now we're starting to feel the pace a little bit more.
And Lionel Messi giving it away. Not really like him.
I genuinely don't know what it is. Like, maybe it's because like he's got
Pressing as a
Semedo,
team.
who's pretty fast, who's catching up
And
to him
Orsić with it.
quite easily.
And the
Maybe that's why
referee
it
has
doesn't
added
feel
on
so fast,
2
but he
minutes
just
of
doesn't
stoppage time. Messi.
feel, you know, like as quick
He's lost it.
as someone like a Neymar, who's not even got
And
that
so
high
it is,
balance,
the first half story has
high
been
enough
written.
balance. But like so far, like I'd say, his standout attribute is his like tight, close dribbling, which is very good. Like in those close areas, like when you've got a lot of defenders around you, he'll like get around pretty quick, pretty nicely. But yeah, we'll get on with the second half here. See if this guy's gonna. But I want to try to get some more shooting chances with him as well to test out how his shooting is like.
Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Piqué. Jean-Philippe Gabana. An abundance of space. They've regained possession.
Oh, there we go.
Going to get high marks for that move, but they couldn't make it count.
Yeah, his dribbling is just really, right as of now, the only thing that stands out for me. not much else.
Diego Carlos.
Let's see.
Tammy Abraham. Extremely sloppy
Really
in possession.
awful pass. I don't know how Messi is just able to completely body the Bam here. Really good save.
Guardiola takes it away.
What is that, man? The goals I concede on this game are ridiculous.
Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been.
Come on.
Jean-Philippe Gabama.
There's Orsić.
Oh, nice ball over the top to chase. Aware of the threat, solving the problem.
His positioning also, like, maybe it's the high. I don't know, but he doesn't like seem to make too much like good runs.
Diego Carlos.
Either.
Jean-Philippe Gabama. Here's Ndombele. Gabama. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. Well, pass after pass, maybe they can chisel an opportunity. And the cross is very much on.
Let's try some of the straight dribbling.
So a throw in here.
I pressed R2 with him there to accelerate, and he didn't.
Here's Ndombele.
Legit defending with Messi.
Mislav Orsić.
It's like a proper
the gift of possession.
FIFA sweat word.
Ndombele. Jean-Philippe Gabama. Well, it was a very good-looking move, but alas, no end product. The conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. And the counter-attack came to nothing. Gabama. Mislav Orsić. Spot on with that tackle.
But, I mean, just so far right now, he just feels like an average card. Which, is a bit disappointing. I mean, you expect more from a card with, like, such standout attributes as he has.
Much more straightforward for the keeper this time, but previously he had work to do. Well, double bubble. Gets the ball in the end, but the first save he makes
feels average so far.
Well, Derek, the stats don't lie. It's a very, very entertaining game. Very close as well. Somebody's going to win it, or are they?
And his fake shots, they don't, like, normally is a player with, like, such high agility and balance. You feel it in, like, when they turn, in their fake shots, and you don't, like,
15 minutes remaining.
Really feel that much. With him, it was very similar to like a Orsić.
Well, the home fans are doing their best to try and urge the players on to get this winner.
Because,
will it
you know, Orsić doesn't have like the greatest agility and balance. He feels very similar to him when I used him earlier today.
Jean-Philippe Gabama. Tammy Abraham. Piqué with it. Roberto Carlos. Not getting anxious when they have the ball. Tremendous intuition to win it back.
He didn't make the run there, which he should have.
Abraham. And Orsić with it.
And you just don't like feel that precision in the fake shots.
From Lionel Messi. Messi might be in here. And that completes an impressive hat-trick.
Defenders are all over the place.
Now, but at this rate, he's in for a hatful.
3-2 it is. Who would have predicted that before a ball was kicked?
Hello. He just feels like an average card right now. There's really nothing too special.
Going well.
I mean, now you're starting to feel it.
And options in the centre. Can he get them level? Ter Stegen with a great save. Time is not
Right
on the
there,
side.
you got
This corner
like,
could help the
burst
prospects
of
as they look
pace
for an
there.
equaliser. And played short.
Come on!
Which division
well,
are
it's a cracking
you?
atmosphere in here. The players just need to harness that energy from the crowd.
How
to see
slow
them through
my
in this
defenders
game.
are.
Opportunity it is.
How does he lose that?
Well, they'll be looking to add to their advantage from this corner. And now the delivery. Ter Stegen, what a save! Goodness.
Let's see if we could
Brilliant.
go
Use
for
every
the
part of your
counter-attack
body
here.
to save the ball. Doesn't matter.
The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. Just drifted into the illegal position, offside in the opinion of the officials. And just the 1 minute left in normal time here. Down by a goal.
Make a
This
run.
could be the final opportunity to snatch something.
He just like at times he refuses to make runs. Alright, first game. I'm in Division 6. No, Division 6. He just feels dead average. Like nothing too special there, but like a lot of cards like him, and cards that are better than him, arguably so far. But we'll get into one last game just to test him out a little more. But like so far, I'm not really feeling like he just feels average. That's all I'm gonna say for now. We'll get into one more game, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts on what I think about the card. I could get a game here. Can I like get a game, please? Alright, there we go. Alright. Okay, so this guy's probably doing icon swaps. He has that Politano, he's got Manolas, playing Colorado center back. Yeah, he's likely doing icon swaps. We'll see if maybe we could have a good game with Orsić.
And we're in the Eternal City at the
Yet to
Stadio
score.
Olimpico.
Alright, this guy's making the subs. Let's see who's got on the bench. Trossard is okay. Allison is always probably going to sub on a keeper. Alright, there we go.
I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you commentary, and joining me is the former Arsenal defender, Lee Dixon. And on the menu for you is a division rivals game. This ought to be a fantastic watch, Lee.
Thank you, Derek. Just flicking through my notes at this one. Everything pointing to a really lively matchup this is. Fingers crossed, eh?
Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent.
Poor pass from Tammy.
This is how it looks for the home side. Pretty well balanced, this formation, Lee.
Yeah, it could be a 4-2-3-1 in the offensive mode, but it can also go back to a 4.
It's there for him! What a vital intervention!
There's Orsić.
And he really is danger personified, but in this game, Lee, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, he's got all sorts going on for...
Magnificent pass from
Great
Roberto
running
Carlos.
behind.
It might be the moment to get them ahead.
Yeah, his dribbling is definitely his best attribute.
Really, really top draw.
Little variation on the usual theme. Shot attempted. A case of foiling the
Just
opposition
really
by whatever means.
like on counterattacks, he's gonna be really good.
Bernard. Well, the counter
because
chance looks very
you
real.
feel like that burst of acceleration.
Orsić on the ball. Politano, and showing fine vision. Well, that's the end of that for now. Read it superbly to take back possession. And attempting the through ball. The delivery towards the back post. High degree of difficulty to hit it on the volley like that, and it was close.
Well, it's all about timing. You've got to wait for the ball to come down, and he's very, very unlucky.
And Orsić with it.
As
an attacking player, you rather hope you'll get the decision in your favour.
It doesn't feel too bad, but I feel like there are already so many cards in the game with like that good,
That's the kind of player you
with
want
like
from your
the
defender.
really good dribbling stats.
Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Inside he goes. He's got to score. Still alive.
I mean, you can definitely feel it a lot more this game.
Promising looking ball. Crespo. Easy beat.
Not at all where I wanted that pass to go. It's crazy how you aim the pass somewhere and it ends up going like a complete different direction.
It's a weighted pass. Oh, surely. Oh, it's off the post. And thwarting his opponent in the
his shooting.
time.
We've had a good amount of chances with him now, and the fact that he's hit the post from that close to the goal, just
scoring opportunities, and surely the goal will come.
Opportunity to take the lead.
Is a bit like crazy with such look. Let's see his stats here. I mean, like, let's see, 99 finishing. And the shot 94 shot power. What's his composure? 86 composure, and he misses that right in front of the goal.
And Ter Stegen might wonder how on earth he got there.
But yeah, like so far, I mean, I wouldn't say this would be like a card that you put straight into your weekend league team. But like I'd say for sure to definitely have as a super sub.
Jean-Philippe Gabama. This could be an interesting avenue. Others in the vicinity. Gabama. Mastery of the passing game. Couldn't hang on to it. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Is he capable of sparking something?
I mean, and also say that he's a bit inconsistent with the dribbling too. Like at times, he'll just feel really good with the ball at his feet, and then at other times he'll just like completely mess up like easy, simple things.
Diego Carlos, Gabama, Abraham, Mislav Orsić. And scope for the cross. Roberto Carlos. And Orsić with it.
But the acceleration you can definitely feel.
Jean-Philippe Gabama. Teammates could potentially join in. An authoritative piece of defending from Alessandro Florenzi on that occasion.
He's just like not a very consistent
with it.
Dribbler.
Will he play it in? Bernard, staunch rearguard action. Ndombele. Now can they counter clinically?
Probably not the best idea is to send Tammy Abraham.
And a chance for him to nudge in front. Might still be able to do a bit of damage.
Probably impacts.
Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away. Given away.
It's a pass.
Opportunity it is.
Oh, that's a goal.
And up for grabs off the keeper.
How was he knocked me down there?
Teammate in support. He's had to go for it. Wins the ball.
Well, when the game's so tight like this,
So
just look at those stats. Somebody has to be
Send that in
Intelligent threaded pass here. It's got to be.
Great finish.
And it is.
He does have an assist. But, like, yeah, he'll be really good for, like, counterattacks. Like, going on the break. Like, I'd say this is, like, the perfect type of card for FIFA sweat lords that, like, play drop back on depth that play on the counterattack.
Well, it was always going to be a tight game.
Because he's got the high pace, high dribbling. So you can just literally feed it to him on a counter. And he'll just
the electronic board has been held
run like crazy.
2 additional minutes here. And Orsić with it. And they've won possession again.
But the big issue for me right now with this card is that you don't really feel the agility.
It is half time here.
He's got 99 agility, and I just don't feel it. Like Adama, it feels a bit quicker than him.
Again as the second half commences.
I want to like.
He's got space.
He feels way faster.
Must score, and thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Roberto Carlos in position to intercept. Promising sequence. Now can he deliver accurately? Cutting in, what can he do from this position? Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area.
Yeah, got shot away there. Now also maybe because I'm force feeding him a little bit.
Surely the
I just play
equaliser.
normally.
I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, his manager will be delighted with him. He's been spot on in this game, hasn't he? Energy, imagination, desire, and a steely determination.
And you've got to keep the ball a bit better than that. Crespo has it. Mislav Orsić. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again.
But I'm not gonna lie,
Plenty of
he
support.
feels just a bit average.
Rob them.
Like at this stage in the game, I think you've got better options, like as starters, than Orsić. Maybe like as a super sub, I think that's probably how you should use him, especially because he's like a lot harder to link than most other players. Let's see,
And Orsić with it.
Passing is okay too. It's nothing too special.
Space on the flank.
But you see this pace with Adama. You don't feel that with Orsić. And I'd say that Orsić has got like better, more well-rounded dribbling than Adama does.
Opportunity to deliver the cross. Now Roberto Carlos. Mastery of the passing game. Won it back. Well, that is how to play advantage. Now in possession, Orsić. PK with it. Tammy Abraham. It might be on for them. Can they convert?
Great bit of
Often tempting to blow your whistle straight away, but the referee let it flow and then went back and handed out the yellow card.
Well, he thought he got away with it, hadn't he? He looked over his shoulder, then all of a sudden the referee's there with a yellow card.
Excellent vision. Now in possession, Orsić. Bernard with it. And the ball's gone.
Great tackle there. Also, not gonna lie, Abraham's pretty, like, he's not as bad as I thought he'd be.
Jovinko. Looking for
And
that
I'm
final
not playing him as a
pass,
chem
for
style
that
either,
chance
so.
to level the game.
Abraham seems like a pretty good card. Like, he is very good at, you know, like, hold-up play.
Tammy Abraham. Roberto Carlos. Mislav Orsić. He has plenty of support. Good technique displayed. Well, they had the ball in a very promising position, but now it's been taken away from them. Giving them the gift of possession. Ndombele. Piqué. Jean-Philippe Gabama.
Alright, come on, Orsić.
Mislav Orsić.
Yeah, you just lack that consistency with his dribbling.
Oh, he's given the ball away unnecessarily.
Because you'll feel really good at times, and then at times you'll just fail to do simple things.
To try and get this goal.
He has time to play it over. Trying to chisel it. Oh, surely.
There we go. There's our first goal with Orsić.
So 2-0 now.
Now, he doesn't... I mean, I'd say he's, like, definitely, like, one of those tier 2 level cards. Like, not on the levels of, like, a Neymar, or a Mbappe, a Messi. But, like, you know, on that tier 2 level.
Well, they were clearly on the receiving end.
But
so a free kick
for sure say his best attribute is his dribbling.
Mislav Orsić. Inside the
but also his acceleration. His acceleration is really good because you could get that just change of pace from him.
Tammy Abraham. Straight down the throat
How
of the
does
opposition.
that end up over there?
Delightful pass. Well, not so
No
fast.
way has he given a penalty for that.
And maybe a late glimmer of hope for them.
How is that a
Penalty
pen
given
rack?
and yellow card handed out.
Clearly got the ball there.
And a
Like it's
penalty
really
save.
poor penalty.
Mislav Orsić.
Like, as soon as he gets the
there will
ball,
be a minimum of 2 added minutes.
you could just run with him.
Might really be able to trouble them here. Cutting the ball back.
Well, just listen to this. You can really sense the frustration.
And it might be. It really is such a
But 3-0 game over, so
just nothing the defenders
final thoughts on Adama, on Orsić.
Well, if there were any lingering... That's it, the
His
referee brings
dribbling does, like, in tight situations, when you're, like, really close to defenders, like, let me see if we could get some highlights here. He did get a goal and 2 assists. Now, what he's also really good at is playing off with, like, the striker. Like, if you get 1-2s with the striker, he's, like, very good at playing off of the striker. Like, right there, you know, surrounded by defenders, he could create space. He's got, like, pretty good footwork. So he's good at doing that. Now, here, that's the assist. And then his goal there. Like, he could get around defenders for sure. Because he's, you know, he's got the agility, which really helps him out with that. But, like, there's just a bit, like, sometimes he'll just mess up, like, some simple little things in terms of the dribbling, and I think that's because all of his dribbling stats are not, like, too high-end, just the agility and balance, and his shooting, it felt okay. He only did get the 1 goal, but, let's see what we complete here. Oh, milestone. Oh, the Wolves milestone. Oh yeah, with Adama. Alright. We'll open that up really quick. But he did. I definitely recommend for you guys to do him because he's most likely to get. That'll make him just like really insane, and it's just a free untradeable objectives card that. Oh, let me just discard him. No, we'll leave him there, but. Yeah, I definitely recommend for you guys to complete that Orsić card. I wouldn't recommend for him to be in your starting 11, but definitely as a super sub, you know, in like the final few minutes of a game, you need someone to like get you a goal, to take advantage of like players with tired players. He'll definitely be able to do that because he's got the good pace, really nice acceleration, good dribbling, and he could just like could create lots of good chances. He could get into good areas. So yeah, I definitely recommend him. But anyways, that'll be it for our first player review of the year. Hope you guys did enjoy it, and be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe.